Panther Nation, what up, though? It's Aaron Duncan here with the necessary bluntness sports talk, coming at you with player profile or preview. Rico Dowdle, running back formerly of the Dallas Cowboys, has officially agreed to sign with the Carolina Panthers on a one-year deal worth a base value of $2.75 million, up to $6 million in value. This is a phenomenal deal because this guy ran for over 1,000 yards last year with the Dallas Cowboys, over 1,300 total yards from scrimmage, very similar to our own Chuba Hubbard. So to be able to get another running back too that can have a rotation with Chuba Hubbard for that price, you're talking about 2,000-yard backs total for your backfield for less than a $10 million price tag. You can't really do much better than that. This is probably the biggest value deal that the Panthers have gotten over the offseason. If you remember, if you're a Gamecocks fan, Rico Dowdle, former running back of the Gamecocks, he's actually from Asheville, North Carolina as well. Career year last year. Obviously, that backfield was kind of in flux with the whole situation going on with Zeke and whatever they wanted to do. And it was kind of weird because he didn't really get as many carries and stuff as he should have. But on that back stretch of the season, he was as productive as any running back in the league. The name of his game is just being explosive. He's similar to Chuba Hubbard, that he's not really a home run hitter in terms of hitting those long runs, but in terms of those 10, 15-yard chunk plays just to move the chains, staying on schedule, getting positive yards, he's in that alley. So you're going to be adding a guy that's similar to Chuba Hubbard in that slashing downhill run style, but he also offers a little bit of upside in the passing game, being able to do things in the screen game. Not necessarily like a route runner like Christian McCaffrey per se, but in terms of being able to catch the ball in space out of the backfield and make things happen, Rico Dowdle is that type of guy. If you look at from weeks 10 through 18, and the reason why I use those is because his playing time was a little bit weird with the Cowboys. He really didn't get a full complement of carries per se. But if you look at the stats from then on, he was third in the league in missed tackles forced with 25. That is nuts. He was also top 10 and number 12 in yards after contact per rushing attempt. If you look at total yards after contact, he was second in the NFL. So this guy is making guys miss and keeping the sticks moving and staying on schedule. He keeps getting explosive runs. He led the league in 10+ yard runs over that standpoint as well. But I want to look at a little bit of film just to see exactly what he brings, because he will be a good complement to Chuba Hubbard. Now, what does the future of this backfield mean? We'll see, because we know Jonathan Brooks suffered the ACL injury, his second one to that same knee. Some people are like, oh, we're forgetting about Brooks, or this is a bridge for Brooks. Again, I've said it before. We should be looking at Brooks in a different light. Jonathan Brooks should be looked at, his comeback and what he brings to this team from here going forward should be looked at as gravy or the cherry on top, whatever you want to say. It shouldn't be looked at as the main dessert or the main dish, because you don't want to put that pressure on him. And we've heard that from the Panthers that that's the case. Also, you don't want to just bank on him automatically returning to his old self. Yes, we see guys recover from ACL surgeries, but being out of the game for 2 years, it's tough. We saw what it did to Deshaun Watson. Obviously, the circumstances were different. We saw what a year off as a running back did for Le'Veon Bell. So sometimes it takes a little bit off of you. But granted, Brooks is still young. The upside is still there. But I still think the Panthers should move accordingly regardless. Rico Dowdle is a guy that's going to be a very, very quality back to hold the fort down as running back too for now, until we figure out what we're doing going forward. All right, so I wanted to look at some of his explosive 10-yard runs just to see what type of stuff he brings to the table. Right here, we're going to run to the left side, and you're going to run this zone run, and there's going to be a little bit of trash and penetration, but you're going to see the lateral agility by Rico Dowdle to make a defender miss and keep it pushing. Boom. So he gets it. You see 51 or 57 getting upfield. He's able to do a jump cut, jump right back outside, stays on his track, and has the burst to bounce to the outside and get a chunk 12-yard run. Let's get it one more time just to see that agility. Watch how as soon as he gets the ball, boom, jump cut to him. Look at the feet. The feet kind of glide over the ground. Look at the feet. They kind of glide over the ground, and boom. Look at that. Putting that right foot in the ground, jump cut, puts that left foot in the ground to get back outside, stays on his track, It turns that corner. Great burst by Rico Dowdle. This is the guy. 10, 15-yard runs, similar to Chuba Hubbard. Let's move on to the Giants game. I like to look at guys for running backs. Yes, you can get stuff that's blocked. We have a great offensive line. Chuba Hubbard was top 7 in the NFL in yards before contact, which is pretty much the yards that you get blocked for you. But it's not always going to be perfect. That first play, I show what happens when they get some penetration. You have to show that lateral agility. Let me see you force those missed tackles that we've been hearing about. So this play, he's going to get the ball in the shotgun. There's going to be instant penetration on him. Linebacker gets downhill, runs through the arm tackle, gets north and south still, drops the shoulder to finish the run, still keeps it pushing after breaking another tackle. Let's just watch it again. Boom. A guy comes at him. He gets skinny through the hole, makes that guy miss with an arm tackle. That's not easy to do. That's not easy to do because this guy's coming full speed downhill. That guy should have broke down, but he got pushed a little bit. Rico sees it, runs through that arm tackle, gets north-south automatically. They try to just throw that shorter pass at him. He keeps the balance initially. He's able to pick up another 3 or 4 extra yards. Just tough runs. You see 28 down here on the ground feeling sorry for himself. Punishing runs, bro. This is an RB2 for us right now that we're going to be bringing in to offset Chuba. Just another guy that's able to run hard downhill, keep the offense on schedule with explosive runs. All right, here you're going to face the Eagles, and it's going to just be a simple draw play. He's going to get the ball, fake the pass, and just get it right in the middle. But what I love about this is right here, you're going to have a linebacker one-on-one in the hole. Can you make a guy miss that's unblocked? It's not always going to be pretty, so sometimes you got to show a little wiggle, and that's exactly what happens. Rico Dowdle jump cuts outside. Look at that explosion laterally to make this guy miss. Explode laterally, sees all this area to the right. That green grass there explodes and beats him with speed. The guy can't get him. He tries to lunge and arm tackle, but the yards after contact, the missed tackle force. That's 1 missed tackle. That's 2 missed tackles technically as they grab onto him, and he drives the guys for more yards right there. This is just hard running and determination. Look at that. Whoop, jump cut there. Explosive laterally to make a guy miss. Doesn't even use a stiff arm. Just beats him with speed and with burst and gets north-south immediately. Splits these two defenders. Great block by CD Lamb down the field for him to break another tackle. Ends up being for a huge, huge game for Rico Dowdle. One more time against the Eagles here. You're going to get just a run to the left. He's going to bend it back, run through an initial arm tackle right at the line of scrimmage and continue to miss tackles for us. Boom. Run through an arm tackle, keeps the shoulder pass going, gets downhill. Good job getting on top of the defense. Like I said, just no hesitation, getting downhill quick, getting behind his shoulder pass and just running with force. Look at this. Boom. The guy comes, he already has to make a lateral move. Another guy there, you make another lateral move, stick that right foot in the ground, boom, make him miss. He kind of gets away with a face mask there, but he still gets north to south, sees the guy there able to weave on the second level, making guys miss and being decisive, running through the defense, man. I just love the combination of being able to string together multiple moves. Things aren't going to be pretty every time. You're going to get penetration into the backfield. Can you make something happen when it's not pretty? A jump cut there, another lateral move there, boom, and gets up and down. This is pretty, man. I love this downhill attacking style. Again, against the Giants, here we go, getting downhill, running to the weak side here. Boom. You're going to run left. You're going to see the cutback again. Everybody's going to have a hat on a hat. There's going to be a guy available in the hole, though. Can you make a guy miss and keep it moving? Boom. Runs through 2 guys again, lowers the shoulder, makes a guy spin, just stringing together multiple moves, man. Rico Dowdle, man. This is very impressive. So you have a lateral cut to cut back. Another guy you see in the hole is there. So you kind of just have to make a decision. Are you going to try to make a miss, or you're going to just kind of run through with force? And he does that with force while bumping into another guy, ricochets off, keeps the legs moving, puts the spin move on him by lowering the shoulder pass. Just boom. This is a beautiful runs here, man. 17 yards. These are attitude runs here by Rico Dowdle. This is the guy we're talking about bringing in after our star Chuba Hubbard is getting a breather, man. This is going to be a running game that you're going to have to account for because it may not be the home run type of hitters, but you're going to be able to pop these type of runs off down after down, and that just makes a defense gassed and frustrated. Look how slow these guys are getting up. But just a quick glimpse right there, man. You see the explosiveness, the lateral agility, the ability to get downhill, the vision from Rico Dowdle, man. I'm super excited about this addition because it really leans into what we want to be, the identity that Dave Canales wants to do. He wants to run that ball. So having multiple backs that can be effective because of injuries happen, but also being able to keep guys fresh because we know Chuba handled most of the workload with Miles Sanders not being as effective as we would like. I love this move, and to get him for so cheap, chef's kiss. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still drafting a running back on day 3 because this class is so deep. I would like to get like a route runner, mismatch type of guy with some more explosive speed, a home run hitter, which we're still missing with Jonathan Brooks being out. So we'll see what happens in the draft, but I think for now, this is a phenomenal move, one of the best moves they made thus far in free agency. You guys let me know down below in the comments how you feel about Rico Dowdle, this addition of another 1,000-yard back for the low. Let me know how you feel. Without further ado, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. My name is Aaron Duncan. I'll see you next time. Peace.